have an instrument that that is, you can say it can be used as a handheld. It is battery backed up, and this is instrument I bought so that I can send you. I bought it almost like 2 years ago, and then when I found nobody else to bring it there, I nearly missed somebody who could take it back, but I wasn't here at that point in time, so I couldn't hand over. Anyway, this instrument is it has got a battery inside. Will last for if you run on battery, it will only last for 3 hours. So constantly, this is a continuous monitoring thing. You plug it battery plugged in, and then it will keep running. And you set it up to hook it to a Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi will report to a cloud source, and from that cloud, 4 people can be made to share. And then 4 പേർക്ക് share ചെയ്യാം ഇതിനകത്ത് വരുന്ന data. So this is a phone diagonal measurement of about 4.3 inches. In this stock, this is a stock image. This is a real image. Of course, clarity is different. In studio quality, lighting, and you can take a nicer picture. Anyway, this is just a phone camera taking this picture. So what does that mean? We have will show you a good AQI. Is overall about PM2.5. A small calculation on that. And an AQI calculation. If you want to give people a single value, it's a sum of many things. There's a computational value, a particle measurements, you and total VOC occurred. There's a small calculation there, and you give out a single number. But this is a much more detailed instrument, so you have PM 2.5. PM 2.5 meaning 2.5 micron. 1 micron is 1/1000th of an mm. 1 mm എടുത്ത് 1000 ആയിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 1 part is 1 micron. So this is 2.5. 2.5 micron എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് you will never be able to see that size. Even PM10, you probably cannot see this. Even the best eye cannot see. അങ്ങനെയാണ് സൈസ്. in your counting എത്ര ഉണ്ടെന്നാണ് ഇവിടെ പറയുന്നത്. This is real measurement in my home at one point in time. 14, and how do I know this is accurate? Because you can cross-check with National Environmental Ministry publishing in the northern region and the region expo. What is the value at that point in time? If you check, it seems to be very close, and then you know this instrument is doing well. So you validate this instrument. So 14 counts of 2.5, 14 in 1 meter cube, micrograms, 14 micrograms means per meter cube. 1 meter cube 14 micrograms of 2.5. And that's how you interpret this. Of course, if this were in our place there, when the plant runs, it will give you several hundreds to even like as far as 200-300 meters, depending on the air circulation and all that. As it settles down, PM 2.5 is likely to measure higher than PM10, because at the ejection rate at the മേളിലോട്ട് പോകുന്ന കാണുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമുക്കറിയാം it is being shot out at a very higher velocity. So it will go out and then scatter and then settle down. So these will be in the couple of hundreds, way above the safe limits. Okay, the moment you cross more than 40-50, is already considered like bad even by Indian standards. Okay, the Indian ambient air quality pinna കാണുമ്പോൾ അത് മനസ്സിലാകും. So, and then carbon dioxide burning, CO2, not carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. The world average at this point, if you measure during a daytime, you will get roughly about 420, 420, 425 in that region. That's the world average. Over the years, in about year 2000, 2002, it was used to be only other 360 carbon dioxide. In the last 100 years, അത് double ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട് carbon dioxide in the world because of more burning and everything else. And deforestation ഒക്കെ നടന്നുകൊണ്ട് carbon dioxide is actually increasing. അതിൻ്റെ താഴെ കാണുന്ന രണ്ട് പാരാമീറ്റേഴ്സ് HCHO, that is formaldehyde. അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പം പറയുന്ന എക്സൽ എന്താണെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്, just like you see here. And then when I took this, it was excellent. Most of the time here in Singapore, it will be excellent. And unless you purposely took it to a very dusty area to see whether it will work fine, but then that is not a true reflection of what you don't have something to compare against. But definitely you know that is being sensible. If the values, and then below that is total VOC, and the third temperature and humidity. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ ഇൻസ്ട്രുമെൻറ്റ്. And then you can select ഏത് മെനുവിൽ പോകണം, ഏതാണ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് എന്ന് കാണുമ്പോൾ in this menu, temperature, humidity, and HCHO, that is formaldehyde, and carbon dioxide is shown in the bottom. Okay. Of course, these were all read at different times. These pictures all were taken at different times. I collected all of them and just to put up this one. Yeah, I put it in such a way that at that point, put it in such a way, PM 2.5 was more important, so it will give you that as the biggest thing. And if this was a video, it would be updating every 1-2 seconds. It will be updating. You know, you'll only see these numbers slowly drift up and down, but most of the time it is kind of steady unless there's some activity around. 13 micrograms per meter cube. You can see it much clearer now, and you can see the ppm, parts per million. Carbon dioxide in this case is reading 600 something. Maybe I took it to the kitchen or something. I don't quite remember, you know. Of course, if you are interested only in particles and all this thing, you can put it into a different screen where it will give you ppm 2.5, how many micrograms per meter cube, PM1. And in this menu, it will also report PM1. Most instruments today are getting into this mode because there are better and better sensors alone. You can measure PM1. This is PM1 in the middle, then PM10, how many, and then carbon dioxide as usual, and then it will also show it. And then you put it in another screen, you can get HCHO, that is formaldehyde, total VOC, temperature, humidity. Of course, you can get plots here. If you leave it on for many hours, you will get the plots running out. And then you can, I can share this with 4 other people. Log in from any part of the world, they can actually see, but they won't be able to see everything. If everything is excellent, the screen itself will be green. If it gets into the middle level, it will turn to orange and then red. You know, if this instrument was to be in a place when the plant was running, it will definitely turn red, and then these numbers will be red. E manual, you only get PM 2.5. And you get carbon dioxide and HCHO, formaldehyde, and total VOC, temperature and humidity. And if you click on this on the actual autonomous phone, and this is actually a phone screen, I recorded the phone screen, I just took a snapshot of the phone screen. And if there was this thing, you click on it, you will see the plot and the trend. That's how it's done. And of course, the total VOC in the പറയുന്നത് is different from how bigger, larger equipment should measure. They will measure them separately. They will measure the VOC, the benzenes, and the benzenes themselves. There are derivatives that are considered VOC or more close to formaldehydes. Okay, so there are some minor differences, but collectively they can be all told as VOCs. If it's volatile and it's a gaseous state, it is known as a volatile organic compound, so that's VOC. So the sum of all these many categories together is known as total VOC. That's how smaller instruments can measure that. They can't specifically tell you how much of toluene and so on. You need a lab to do this kind of thing. Of course, if you use the EPA table, you don't need to do any of those things. Everything is computed for you, and that's how it's done there. So that pretty much explains this. When Selayanto